Hey everyone, today we're talking about core values, and the first core value here at PC275 is families first. This is very near and dear to me. A core value is a simple guidepost to give you some direction in your day-to-day decisions. As you're trying to interpret what's happening around you, it's good to have simple rules to allow you to kind of triage what's going on throughout your day. And so that's the purpose of core values. And we also use the anti-value, which is the mirror of that core value, to help us really understand what the two are, and so we can stay focused on the right one, be in harmony with the core values as opposed to the anti-value. So the first question you have to ask is, well, whose families are talking about? Families first is about three types of families. Your personal family, that's the people you go home to every night. That's your relatives and everyone else involved in your personal life, your close friends, anybody who is part of your personal life. That's your family. The second family is the larger company, PC275. That's your coworkers, that's the executive path, that's everyone around you who is helping your opportunity become successful. And the third families are the clients and customers you're working with, the buyers and sellers, their families, because they're hiring you to be their representative, to help them through the process of finding their ideal property at a great price. And so those are the three families you need to be focused on when you're dealing with people throughout the world. The anti-value, the opposite of that, is of course egoism. Now, egoism is an interesting thing. I just want to clarify something here. We use the term your cup is full quite often here, and that's a student mentality. We use that to really help people move beyond their pre-inhibitions and their misconceptions that are kind of keeping them down. And so we often tell people you need to empty your cup. The cup, of course, is your ability to learn and to be open to the world and knowledge. Egoism is the full cup. Ego itself is not a bad thing. This is actually a really important point. Ego is the size of your cup. It's good to have a big ego. There's nothing wrong with having a big ego, because that's your capability, your capacity to be an amazing student is how big your ego is. It's important that you understand that your ego is your ability to provide for your family. Your ego allows you to be an excellent rainmaker, to go out there and generate opportunity, to be a great leader, to be inspiring. Ego is not a bad thing. Egoism, on the other hand, is. Egoism is self-centered. Egoism is a full cup where you believe that you have nothing to learn from anybody else, and you're the best. When you get that mentality, when you believe that you have achieved the pinnacle of success and everybody else needs to learn from you, then you've actually fallen apart. A true mentor is the best student. And so egoism is the opposite of being a great student. Ego is the cup, so don't get the two mixed up. What's your purpose? What is your purpose? And that is such a hard question. What's the meaning of life? You know, these are things that we're constantly chewing on. For me, and for a lot of people, according to studies, show that the reason why you want to work somewhere, the reason why you want to lend your energy to something, is that you want to be part of something bigger than yourself. You want to be participating in something that's more than just the slog, putting food on the table, the grind. You want to actually do something that is making the world a better place, that's making your families more prosperous, that's providing comfort. An important thing to realize is that there's nothing wrong with having material comforts. I think it's a great idea to have a nice house, cars that make you feel good, clothes, food, high quality food, the ability to travel. All those things are really nice, and the ability to provide that for your family is very rewarding. So there's nothing wrong with having abundance. In fact, you should seek abundance. The problem is that when you find value in those things alone, because quite honestly, having a fancy car might feel great for a short while, but it becomes hollow very quickly, just like any material thing. True value comes in finding purpose in your life. Some people find it in throwing their passions into a cause. Some people find it in building a great life for their family, and many other reasons. The point is that you need to find what your purpose is. And for me, and for a lot of us here, families first is one of our key purposes, is that we want to build an opportunity for us and for our family so that we can share the wealth and truly have sustainable abundance. So I hope this has been a good discussion for you. And I hope you see the difference between families first and egoism, and realize that it's important that you see who and what you're doing and who and what you're working for, and find true purpose in that path.